talk about? We got
no real quick.
What's up?
Actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big
Tank on here.
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here.
Bill Haney has leaked an audio of the very last call between Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather that led to their public feud regarding Mayweather's hostage in Dubai.
Old ass Shakur.
Listen, I made so many sacrifices. Y'all looking at the end. Y'all looking at the end results.
The audio contained random plans of unrealistic fights that were all aimed at clout chasing before a disagreement broke out between the pair that has now led to their public feud. And now, the only permanent thing about their call is the social media brawl that's broken out between them.
He should have showed the sparring video of him and Devin. Yeah.
What?
Now, why he's showing all that sparring video? Yeah, show the sparring. And it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I talked.
You need some help with your son?
Have I ever needed your help for anything?
You need some help with your son?
For some help?
You need some help?
Have I
fucking night?
Ever since Devin Haney's first career loss against Ryan Garcia, the dream has remained relatively silent, but he hasn't been without an advocate, one who has shown up at different times to defend Devin Haney. And it's none other than his father, Bill Haney, one who's been there standing by him from the very moment he started. He fought his first amateur fight till his 32nd professional fight. While many had thought a loss for Devin Haney would be the perfect lock to keep Bill Haney shut, he's proven otherwise.
Devin is taking a break. You know what the Haneys is doing. We're going to keep working until he get back. And I'm sure he'll be making an announcement. But this is what we do.
And from the look of things, the loss has even sparked up a version of Bill Haney that the world has never seen. And over the last few days, Devin Haney's trainer, manager, and father has gone from sending praises to Allah, defending his son's loss and calling for a rematch, to having an altercation with Floyd Mayweather, firing shots at Charleston White and Saucy Walker, and even announcing Devin Haney's break from boxing. And now Bill Haney, like a federal agent, has come on air to claim possession of a leaked audio tape between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather, Jr. planning fake fights for social media clout.
And guess what?
So does George.
If he need me, I'm gonna be there for him. If he need me, I'm gonna be there for him.
No, you was just popping slick, and I pop.
But here's what many boxing fans don't know. In fact, this is the second time in the past few days that Gervonta Davis had been accused of chasing clout and making unnecessary moves just to remain relevant. But this one has made it more realistic that there's an apparent beef Gervonta Davis has towards Ryan Garcia, seeing that the latter is just coming off the high of having the biggest win of his career and has been declared by many as the current face of boxing.
I am the face of boxing. Confidently, I know I am.
You've spoken in the past about the experience.
This hasn't sat so well with the man who handed Ryan Garcia his first and only loss and has held the World Boxing Association lightweight title for 5 years. Notably, after his big win over Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis showed up in the post-fight press conference to make a shocking claim that has become the bone of contention today. The big reason why he isn't having the whole halo around Ryan Garcia's head. Once the match between Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia was over and they took turns to attend the post-fight press conference, Gervonta Davis made a huge statement and declared himself the new face of the sport. He said, "I'm definitely the face of boxing."
Face of boxing.
Is this the future of boxing? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Are you now?
I'm definitely face of boxing. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Hence, Gervonta Tank Davis won't stand losing that tag to someone who he mishandled and knocked out with a 7th round body shot. He'd rather lose it to someone worthy of it. Evidently, Gervonta Tank Davis isn't fancying the face of boxing tag for a boxer who, till now, is yet to become a world champion. Well, that would have been the case if Ryan Garcia didn't show up in the weigh-in with 2 pounds more than the required 140-pound weight. Notwithstanding the case, Gervonta Tank Davis has been putting himself up as the face of boxing, seeing his undefeated record and his wins against the very best, like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and the likes. And as a result of this, Gervonta Tank Davis got on a call with Floyd Mayweather to fix some matches to regain his status among the boxing faithfuls. However, according to Bill Haney and other fans of the sport who chanced on the leaked tape, they deemed the matches fixed an unrealistic and a perfect epitome of clout chasing. As said earlier, this isn't the first time Gervonta Tank Davis would be accused of chasing clouts in recent times. Following his statement victory over Devin Haney in their 7th overall fight that ended in a majority decision win for Garcia, after giving Devin Haney the first set of knockdowns of his career. Until April 20th, Devin Haney had never been knocked down over the course of his 31-match career, winning more than 50% of his fights through the scorecards. And when the match started, it began with a shocker, as Garcia blasted Haney's jaw with 2 massive left hands in the first round, rocking the champion and leaving him on unsteady legs he hadn't experienced since an 11th round blow by Jorge Linares 3 years ago. Many had thought Ryan Garcia was bagging a first-round victory, but sadly, he didn't. And Haney found himself as Garcia eased off the gas for the next few rounds, reverting to the crazy like a fox personality by fighting on his back foot and luring Haney into a false sense of security. Another hard left to the head in the 7th round dropped Haney for the first time in his career, and while Garcia drew a 1-point deduction from referee Harvey Dock for punching on the brake as Haney sought to hold on and recover, Garcia let his hammer hand fly repeatedly during the round. Frankly, it looked like Garcia dropped Haney twice more in the round, but Dock ruled them slips. In the 10th, a power combination punctuated by a left to the head dropped Haney again, and even though Judge Max DeLuca saw the bout as a 112 even affair, Garcia iced his victory by sending Haney down for a 3rd time in the 11th round, while the other scorecards had Garcia winning 114, 110, and 115, 109. Appearing on the Patrick Bet David podcast after the fight, Ryan Garcia spoke about Gervonta Davis's clout chasing antics. On the podcast, he first of all spoke about his fight with Tank Davis and how they weren't considerate with the clause they told him. He said, "You guys could pull up the picture of how I looked for Tank fight and how I looked for Devin Haney fight. They knew what they were doing. He would never fight me at 145.
45, so it doesn't really matter. And that's why he was trying to text me all nice and tweet me, "Oh, Ryan, I'll give you my real number now. Let's go to the club. You know, I hung out with P. Diddy, and now I want to hang out with you." Like, bro, we're like.
However, to Ryan Garcia, after his win against Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis was now trying to repair a bridge he and his team once ruined. So it doesn't really matter that's why he's trying to text me all nice and tweet me, "Oh, Ryan, I'll give you my new number now. Let's go to the club. I hang out with P. Diddy. I'll hang out with you." Sadly, Ryan Garcia saw all of Tank Davis's efforts as mere clout chasing, and really he wasn't taking him seriously. He continued, "I'm like, bro, relax. He tried to go out with me. He did though. He's trying to reach out on Twitter. He's trying to set me up. He's just clout chasing at that moment. He wanted some clout. I want to fight Tank, but he's not going to fight me. He won't fight at 145.
Did you guys speak after the fight? Like, did he call you to congratulate you or no?
He tried to go out with me. Pause.
So he tried to go. So did he call? Like, did you guys actually have a phone call?
No, he was trying to reach out. He was trying to reach out through Twitter.
Got it.
When he was asked if Tank Davis had any leverage over him and Devin Haney, he was quick to respond, "No, I don't think he has leverage over me personally. Nobody knows him outside of the US. Everybody knows me everywhere I go. So at the end of the day, he needs me. I'm international. He's national. You know, he's big in America, but not bigger anywhere else, so..." Ryan Garcia had always been bold about his achievements and his success, and not even after a win, as big as his most recent win, would he be any silent. He boldly claimed he was bigger than Gervonta Davis, and while he acknowledged Gervonta's greatness, he claimed he was merely a national hero and he was international. "I have way more followers than him. I have way more engagements. I'm cooler than him. I know how to speak better than him. I know how to promote better than him. Better fighter, everything. No way he has leverage. He could go kiss a good one," he concluded. And with Ryan Garcia's confirmation, Bill Haney can find more reasons for many to believe him. In the audio leaked, Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather initially had plans to cancel the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis, which is scheduled to hold on June 22nd. They both felt Frank Martin didn't have enough sway to pull so much crowd. They claimed Gervonta Tank Davis needed a big win over a big fighter to further cement himself as the face of boxing. While Frank Martin became the mandatory challenger after his win over Michael Rivera, placing him second on the WBA lightweight rankings, Gervonta Davis is considering forcing a match against a bigger fighter who cannot only pull the crowd, but whose loss would bring more accolades to Gervonta Davis. However, Floyd Mayweather negated this, claiming the fight was his first defense and he had to make it happen. No, 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 you won't do that.
Interview, and Zab gonna tell y'all, you know, with me being champion, with me already having.
That's it.
However, Floyd Mayweather then raised the option of Shakur Stevenson, seeing he's the only other world champion and claiming a win over him would do Gervonta Davis some good. However, while Gervonta Tank Davis liked the idea, it didn't look realistic at the moment. They also spoke about fights against Lomachenko, Kambosos, and other lightweight giants. And while they spoke, a disagreement ensued over the choice of fighters, and as a result, the call ended in a quarrel, as the both of them raised their voices against each other and also rained insults on themselves. And while he secretly leaked the audio, what Bill Haney questioned was the motive behind the fights, claiming their intent wasn't for boxing's sake, but for selfish interests. It remains confusing as to why Bill Haney made that move. But what has been made more public is the feud between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis that started when the call was soon let out to the public. Recall that Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis have always had a turbulent relationship of ups and downs, and even before Gervonta Davis left Mayweather Promotions, it was always the same. Eventually, they both reconciled before Gervonta Tank Davis's fight with Ryan Garcia, and they've both had a decent relationship ever since, leading to the call Bill Haney recently leaked. In fact, Floyd Mayweather recently picked his top 3 in boxing, and Gervonta Davis was one of them. However, Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather appeared to be at odds once again, reigniting their ongoing feud. Davis, once Mayweather's protege and a fighter under his Mayweather Promotions banner, had a turbulent relationship with the boxing legend, particularly after Davis became a world champion in 2017. In late 2022, Davis parted ways with Mayweather Promotions and pursued his career under the guidance of existing advisor Al Heyman. Throughout their 5-year association, there were moments when Davis and Mayweather presented a united front, but there were also instances where their disagreements were evident, with both taking shots at each other through the media and online. After a fan on Twitter joked with Davis saying, "Let me find out Floyd being held hostage in Dubai," Gervonta didn't hesitate to reply, claiming the former world champion is trapped in Dubai because he owes people money. "He gotta pay people that money back," Davis wrote. "If I'm lying, tell him to go live right now. He's been stuck over there for a minute too." Davis had previously taken to social media and posted a video of Mayweather, which he interpreted as being directed at him. Mayweather then responded by mocking Davis on Instagram with an old video of Davis dancing around in his underwear. A lot of times what these fighters are looking at, they're looking at Floyd with the cars, they're looking at Floyd being flashy, Mayweather said. "Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices. You all are looking at the end results. And when I was champion having hundreds of millions in the bank, I still was on my grind in that gym. You all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, worried about the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check. And now, Gervonta Tank Davis now wants to fight Floyd Mayweather and knock him out. Now I mess around and knock Floyd out when I see him, and I'll care about going back to jail. He's such a fool. He doesn't allow his security to carry guns."
What talk about? We got.
No, real quick,
What's up?
Tab, actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he
Tank-
has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on.
Well, the coming days will reveal what extent the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis gets, but for now, their final moment of planning fake fights is what Devin Haney wants to talk about. And this isn't the first time Devin Haney has been guilty of leaking a tape. Following Devin Haney's win over Vasyl Lomachenko to retain his undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO lightweight world titles, Haney became a free agent with several options on the table.
That's it.
Of these options, two top contenders emerged. One was to move up and challenge Regis Prograis for his WBC super lightweight world title. The other was to stay at lightweight and defend his belts against his WBC mandatory Stevenson. Haney's camp made Stevenson an offer of a 75-by-25 purse, split in Haney's favor because he's the champion, but Stevenson demanded 50-by-50. While Haney held all the belts and leverage at lightweight, Stevenson argued he deserved more as a two-weight world champion coming up from featherweight to super featherweight. Ultimately, no progress was made, and Haney is now trying to finalize a fight with Prograis instead.
I don't even know how it happened because we thought that we was getting points, you dig what I mean? Because Core is an Olympian. Core always then got in on Devin.
In the aftermath of the failed negotiations, there was plenty of back and forth on social media, with Haney and Stevenson exploding on Twitter once again. During this exchange, Stevenson leaked a video showing a secret recording of Devin's father, trainer Bill Haney, discussing sparring between them. In the clip, Bill Haney admitted Stevenson initially got the upper hand over his son when they first sparred as youngsters when Shakur was already part of the USA Olympics setup. He also made a contentious comment, which some fans interpreted as him meaning that he would move Devin up to 140 pounds to avoid Stevenson. Bill denied this as he told The Boxing Voice, "Are they wearing wires? What's going on? That video was over 4 years ago. We've never been at 130 pounds. I was talking about him, Shakur. If we move up to 140 pounds and 140 pounds is hot, then he can move up from 130 pounds to 140 pounds. Hot meaning the fight is hot. If the fight is hot, go to 140 pounds and fight. We never said we wouldn't fight Shakur. Today I'm on Shakur's neck. He's a fraud. He's a fake. He's around here recording idiots." Following on from this, Bill Haney has now leaked a video of his own. In the clip, Devin and Stevenson are seen in between rounds sparring together. However, Stevenson can be heard calling an end to the sparring and saying, "I'm tired." But let's not just follow what was heard. What were Stevenson's claims really about? After the Newark native and two-weight world champion said it wasn't a real deal and that valued his worth much higher, and that was the end of that, his promoter Bob Arum would call the offer not serious. Following a back and forth on X, formerly Twitter, Stevenson first threatened to leak tape of Haney's father and trainer Bill. That video has now been posted on YouTube and appeared to show the elder Haney praising Stevenson and even hinting that Devin would move weights to avoid a fight. Kerr always got in on Devin. If you got off any with Kerr, it was a plus. If you just had a good day, that's how it was with him. All the way up until now, brother. That's why I told him. I said inside the weight classes when we move, if it's too hot at 30, we are already ready to go to 40 bro. Whilst the two fighters were always a weight class apart in the amateurs, they spared together consistently. The back and forth on social media continued, with talk of an unnecessary fight outside of the ring materializing after insults directed towards family members. And while fans would rather see it go down in the ring back then, the two Americans soon competed in different divisions once more. Haney made the WBC aware that he was close to signing a fight to face super lightweight champion Regis Prograis this year, and the sanctioning body decided that he will be announced champion in recess when that happened. It meant Stevenson will have the chance to fight for the full vacant title in his next bout, and back then, that was ordered to be fellow southpaw, Frank Martin. However, when Devin Haney fought in his first fight at 140 pounds, he took a pound-for-pound size step forward into stardom. The 25-year-old Haney returned to his birthplace of San Francisco on Saturday to capture a second world title in as many divisions with a brilliant shutout of WBC junior welterweight champion Regis Prograis inside a sold-out Chase Center. All three judges scored it 120, 107 for Haney, who dropped Prograis in round 3 and was simply sublime throughout.
Prograis get off the canvas before and win.
Yeah, Regis Prograis always dangerous, but that was a picture-perfect shot from Devin Haney. You know, talking to him this week, people say I don't have power. Well, you don't see a lot of guys coming crashing into me
Haney was so dominant that he limited the 34-year-old Prograis to a CompuBox record of just 36 punches landed over 12 rounds, which broke Shakur Stevenson's new record set just last month when he held Edwin Des Los Santos to 40 total connects in capturing the WBC lightweight title, which Haney chose to vacate. In fact, Haney's 129 landed punches were nearly 4 times that of his opponent. Thanks to a patient attack and masterful control of distance, the counterpunching Haney landed 35% of his punches overall, including an absurd 46.5% of his power shots. A beautiful counter right hand from Haney floored Prograis in round 3. Similar crosses badly hurt Prograis and forced him to do a dance in order to regain his balance in both round 6 and 9.
Pushing into me, trying to get knockouts. That's because they know what's coming back.
Look at this right hand. I mean, it's textbook for an orthodox fighter against a left-hander. Stay outside that foot and line up the straight right hand.
Yo, but Haney...
At 140, we have a new king, Haney said. This means everything. Since I was a young kid, my dream was to come back to the Bay Area and put on a big event. What better time than now with 16,000 people coming out to support me? That guy is good, Prograis said. He is better than I thought. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give trainer Bill Haney and his team credit. Look, we still keep the same energy, but I am going to tell the truth. Devin Haney is better than I thought. I'm not going to lie. He is. His feet are faster and he's quicker than I thought he was. I couldn't seem to get to him. He was quick. Not only was Haney too quick for Prograis, his pinpoint accuracy helped the power in his right hand become an instant factor. Haney made Prograis pay enough early on for coming forward that his output decreased over the second half. Well, while Haney's comeback remains expected, it's the recent friendship and feud of Mayweather and his protege that has made headlines again. And that's all for now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Until next time, peace out.